ever since I was a wee lad. Hey, cut the violins! As I thought, this isn't exactly my style. I want to be rich, simple as that. No ifs, ors, or buts about it. I need to make 14k in the next year so I can study abroad, or else I'll be stuck for the rest of my life somewhere where you can't take 100 steps without seeing a stray dog leave you a nice little surprise gift where you're about to walk into it. Yeah. And I'm taking you on this journey with me, so for this to work I needed to set some ground rules. 1. Whatever way I decide to make money, it has to be online so I can earn in euros or dollars because, yeah, that part. 2. It has to be one where I'm setting my own work hours and negotiating my workload because I kind of need to finish my own bachelor's program so I can do a master's one, and I can't exactly sign myself up for a full-time job while dealing with seemingly always annoying professors, exams looming over my head, and graduation projects. 3. It has to use what I already have or very little initial capital because, once more, I refer to... And so from that point I started on December of 2023. I'm not gonna lie to you, I had no idea what I was doing at the start. I was just basically doing random programming projects for the first 3 months until I had a magical light bulb moment. I already publish YouTube videos. I want to get better at editing and thumbnails so I can actually launch my own monetized YouTube channel and make that my source of income. So why not just do that? Brilliant, isn't it? Thank you very much. So that's what I did. I didn't change platforms at all from Reddit because I'm a moron. It's kind of my special redeeming factor, so you're gonna have to roll with it. But I lurked around in a bunch of random work subreddits like For Hire, YouTube Editors For Hire, where I spent, as always, the first 3 months or so just doing random side gigs, but this time for editing. It's where I made all in all total about $700 or so. But then I got banned. Why? Because Reddit hates money. Well, it's definitely not because I spam advertised the digital product I had launched. That's definitely a footnote. It's totally not relevant to the story at all. Just put that to the side. And then I spent the next 3 months floating around depressed in the ether because I had nothing to do and I had no way to recover from this. And oh, believe me, I have tried to circumvent the IP ban, but Reddit security turned out to be pretty good, I can't lie. My friend, that was definitely the dark ages of my entrepreneurship with only $700 to my name. But then I remembered the motivational video. Nothing changes if nothing changes, man. Bro. And decided, Twitter it is. I made the worst looking bio in the world with an even worse looking PFP somehow, which I still landed to work with. That don't even ask me how because I don't know. And started doing cold outreach from square zero. At this point 9 months had passed from the 2 years and I had only reached 5% of the goal. It wasn't looking good. And I was starting from rock bottom. And so the days passed with more messages than I can count before I heard the sweet notification that started off my being scammed into my first client story that you can see right here. But the short and skinny of it is that I was scammed from my work, so I exposed the frick out of him to the original creator, which landed me into my first client on Twitter that I edited thumbnails for the next 2 months or so after that. But the money I made doing that, yeah, doesn't matter at all. I had just broken the mental barrier of not being able to get any other clients outside of Reddit, which was what I gained the best out of this. But then I hit another snag. I kept outreaching, but I couldn't pick up any traction at all. 1 week without work became 2. 2 became a month. A month became a couple, landing only 1 or 2 random side gigs that didn't amount to $50 each. I was losing both time and money at this point. I had to do something. I had just 100 euros in my account, but then I decided it was at this point all or nothing. I had to do everything. So I got my own custom domain, I got my own custom email address, a paid plan for my website builder, Twitter Blue, literally anything and everything that I thought could possibly make a dent. I did it. And luckily that turned out to be the best investment I ever made. Why? Well, when you get Twitter Blue, you get access to three things. X Pro, which lets you see real-time requests for editors according to the creators. Analytics to see how well you are doing, likes, reposts, engagements, comments, all of that. And thirdly, you get access to verified people in messaging them. And that turned out to be crucial for this one. That allowed me to reach my best client to this day, reaching out to them on the platform and deciding to now make the podcast for their channel and just being a general guidance to their growth and development. After a test edit that went great, we went on a regular schedule that allowed me to expand my operations and work, get new and better programs, improve my gear, and getting me a lot closer to that 14k mark that we mentioned at the start. Because at this point we're at 3k of revenue, and we're likely to add more to that with the people and the progress that we are making right now. And well, where will the rest of this lead and how will this story goes? That's exactly what I'm making this video for. And don't worry, I'm gonna make sure that you see the best zero to hero story that you've ever seen in your life. Well, you're here after all, aren't you? If you're curious about the origin story of this whole thing, then you can watch this video. And with that, check out the links in the description, and bye.